I'm 29 years old. I've been living back at home for 3.5 years now, and I still have no savings. I still have no savings. I've been through three different jobs, a job as a server, another job as a server, and now I'm working a full-time role at a mental health facility. I still don't have a savings. I'm literally paying the bare minimum for things, buying my groceries, getting gas, and paying off my student loans slowly but surely, paying off any credit card debt. I still don't have a savings. And I wonder, will I ever get there? Will I ever achieve a huge savings account? Will I ever achieve an emergency fund and have different accounts for different things? I honestly don't think so. And I fear, like, what if I'm stuck here because I'm trying so damn hard to build a savings and to just save money instead of actually just going out there and fucking living? And I know we need money to live. I know we need a good chunk of money to go after certain things. I want to move to Italy. I want to move to Europe. I know I need money for that. But I also don't want to put living now on pause to try and save money for that, because I feel guilty about doing things now, because that's going to put me back on making my entire dream and goal of moving to Italy come true, because that's money wasted. But it's not money wasted because I'm still creating memories. We prioritize building a savings. People prioritize a retirement fund. People prioritize working every day, going to work, climbing.
Bottom line is people prioritize what they want to prioritize. That's just it. If you want to focus on the now, then you're going to end up spending more money on the now, and you're going to suffer in the future because you didn't budget. The fact that she's 29 years old, I think she said she's working three jobs, or she's had three jobs, and she doesn't have anything in savings, goes to speak for where her focus is at. When you're focused on the future, like she said, moving to Italy, then if you really want to move to Italy and be financially secure, then you're going to do something called sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice. If you want a savings, you have to pull away when the times are good and when the times are bad. You heard me right. When the times are good and when the times are bad. Most people are going to tell you build a savings account for a rainy day. I say bump that. I say every dollar you make, you pull a certain percentage, you put it into an account for your savings no matter what. And of course, you're going to pull from your savings if you run into an emergency. But why stop when you feel like you don't have enough? This is the problem with people who feel like they don't make enough money. Oh, my job doesn't pay me enough. The bills are too high. I don't get paid enough to have a savings. No, your living expenses are too high. You need to learn how to make more money or be more valuable in your career. Therefore, you can make more money and still have the same discipline to pull out the money that you're making, whether it's a little bit or a lot, and put it to the side. It ain't sweet building a savings, bro. It's just not sweet. I started off pulling single dollars, $5 here, $10 here, $15 here, $20 here. I'm like, man, this sucks. A combo at Wendy's costs more than what's in my savings account at the moment. But you know what that turned into real quick? In less than 6 months, it turned to over $3,000 because of something called sacrifice. You can't make it sound sexy because it's the truth.
It's like after the month of August, you can't save money. Every month, it's something. Every weekend, it's something. Hella people birthdays, hella concerts, HBCU homecomings, always an event, fucking baby showers, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. Shit don't slow down till end of February for real. You just cannot save no bread. Every time you're like, all right, I'm gonna chill, something you want to fucking do is happening now.
Here we go again. Who even said you had to attend those things? A birthday party? Bruh. Believe me, you can tell someone happy birthday and really care about them and let them know, hey, things are a little tight right now. And if they're a true friend, if they really care about you and they're not selfish, then they'll come from an understanding position. We all go through hard times. You're not obligated to go to a HBCU homecoming. And shout out to HBCUs. I went to a HBCU. It's the biggest waste of time unless you're networking. Most of the time, people ain't networking. They just go ahead and seeing the people they went to school with just to have some type of fashion show about where they are in life financially. You gonna hate me for saying it if you went to a HBCU, but that's the truth. I went to two after leaving college. Bruh, it's nothing but a fashion show. The people that you actually network with, you still have connections with. I don't need to go to a HBCU where people are smoking weed, drinking. Like, bruh, I'm good, bruh. I don't need to see nobody step. I'm good. The people I'm cool with for a reason. We have to stop having the mindset of, I gotta do it. Because the truth is, you don't. Who said you had to? Is someone holding a gun to your head telling you you gotta attend these things that cost you money?
As an entrepreneur, a small business owner, I got hacked early Saturday morning, and it was clearly fraudulent activity. It drained both of my business bank accounts. So I literally had no money in my accounts overnight. When I tried to contact Found customer support, there's no phone support available. I had to use a chat bot, which then directed me to send an email. So I didn't even get a response from Found until Monday. Mind you, during this time, I have no funds in my business accounts. So I'm just like getting payments that are being rejected as this is happening. And I'm only able to communicate with them via email, no phone support. So I'm just responding to emails and then waiting. And today they responded and they said that there was no error found. So not only did my accounts get drained overnight, they are now saying that there was no error. So they are not going to compensate me for the stolen funds. And my accounts are now frozen. And there's been no instruction given for when they're going to be unfrozen or not. So the money that just went into there, I still do not have access to. So yeah, I am fucking stressed. But I wanted to share with y'all because as a small business owner, you need a bank that is going to be secure and stable and supportive. And Found Bank has been the complete opposite of that. This has been an absolute.
She's speaking facts right now. I hope y'all are listening because she's dropping so many gold nuggets right now. Biggest thing that I'm learning, and I've already had an experience with like what she's going through. No, money wasn't like, I wasn't in any type of fraud, anything. It was more so of recognizing that not everybody accepts these little apps that you download that you put your money into. I know they call themselves a bank. I know they're partnered by a third party bank somewhere, but some businesses like Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay, and I say this because I used to be an online fitness coach and I used to have payment plans for clients, and I would have $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 fitness coaching packages. And when someone wanted to have a payment plan, they would use their bank account. And some people would use apps like Chime or whatever. I think she called it Fueled or something like that. But nevertheless, it's just one of these apps that you can just download real quick on your phone, and you can have a debit card, you can have a bank account, you can have, a business bank account. They make it sound all good and dandy, but they don't have the support behind it to help you make sure your account is good. Like, the only bank that I have now that's that's on an app is Cash App, and that's only because that's where I have my fun money. The money where I blow it, I don't care how I spend it, and that's only 10% of what I earn in total. So don't put your money in these bank apps that claim we have this benefit, we'll give you a bonus. I'm good. Even SoFi is pretty tough. I made a lot of money with SoFi, especially with their affiliate program years ago. But I don't put no money in SoFi, bruh. I've never walked into SoFi. I'm good. And like, I need a brick and mortar. I need to talk to a real person. She's talking to a whole chat bot and talking to someone through email. She don't even know if they're in the same country, bro. That's crazy. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you have a bank that just exists on your phone? And if so, why? I'm just curious. We all have our own reasons, but let me know in the comment section down below.
My husband just wiped out our joint bank account.
I don't even know how I didn't get a notification from Bank of America because I usually do. But there is a cash withdrawal that he did at 4:30 in the afternoon. This is how much he fucking took from our joint account. He took $15,000 cash. And I wouldn't have even known anything about it because I didn't get a notification. I went and logged into the bank because I was gonna transfer money to my account because I had to go shopping at Walmart for groceries. And I noticed that there was a zero balance. And this is how much he took out from our joint account. It's 9 o'clock at night. He still isn't home. I just called him. It went straight to voicemail. So I don't know what's going on. I don't like at this point. I think he's honestly leaving me. I don't know what I did wrong. I really don't. Please. He left me with no money. Me and my kids have.
That's real tough. You know, definitely prayers up for her and hope that her situation turns around for the better. But this is a situation where somebody has their bank account emptied from their partner. And I wasn't really even expecting her to say that, honestly. Like, your husband, the person that you chose to spend the rest of your life with, the person that you chose to build your future with, the person that you chose to have kids with. It's crazy, man. You know, it makes me reflect back and just wonder, like, how do people choose their partners? Well, I'm not necessarily blaming her, but I am, you know, I would like to ask, like, did you see any red flags? You know, did he have a past relationship with someone else? And how did money go with him growing up? Was he coming from poverty? Or, you know, like, not to say that just because you come somewhere is because you act like something, but I believe there are red flags that we can tell in almost any relationship that we have with anybody, and be able to tell and pick up some context clues or something. Something's missing here. Something's missing here. I'm going to leave her account in the description down below, as well as the other content creators as well. So you can go ahead and follow their stories if you liked on their social media pages. And I got all these videos from TikTok, by the way, but let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think is happening right here? Like, she's going through something tough right now. She's taking care of little ones. Like, bro, I don't know how some people can do certain things with their kids, bro. Like, leave them out, like their mother, without money, bro. Like, as a man, you chose her too. You know that, right? Like, you chose to, and then have kids. And it's like, that's what you're going to do? Unless there was some crazy situation. But let me know, have you ever heard of anything similar like this? And what happened? What do you think is going on? Let me know in the comment section down below.
It's borderline impossible to save money. Like, especially if you're already, like, sacrificing, like, not going out as much, not doing this, and that. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to save money and not eating, not getting gas for my car, not getting tissue paper, paper towels for my apartment? Like, where am I supposed to save the money at? Like, really, you just need to make more money, which is, like, also a hard thing. Like, now you gotta think, okay, what can I possibly do to make some more money? And then 9 times out of 10, before you make some money, you're gonna have to invest some money so that you can start making some more money. And it's like, dang, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, honestly, what am I supposed to do? Like, saving money is borderline impossible. Oh yeah, and then you gotta eat. Like, what am I supposed to do? Not eat? Like, yeah, you can cook it.
Bro, you can eat, but where you eating at? You know what I'm saying? You going out to fast food? You going out to sit down restaurants? Or are you cooking a home cooked meal? There were times where I was in a financial crunch, not even too long ago, like 2 years ago, right? And I decided to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and protein shakes from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree was the store for me. Look, when you building your life, again, sacrifices. The fact that she even said, like, how are we supposed to save money? Like, first you need to invest money to make money. That's not always the case. For example, I create content. I have my laptop for 5 years. I got my iPhone for 2 years. I'm making money with social media. Does it cost me money? No. I mean, maybe the internet bill, but that's about all, you know? But on the other note, it's like, yo, you know, you can put money into a high yield savings account, save money, and that high yield savings account pays you out every month because it's a high yield savings account. If you don't know what that is, it basically means if you put in $1,000 and you leave that $1,000 for the whole year into your savings account, then let's just say that savings account has a 3% APY, which means you're earning 3% of what's in that savings account. And 3% of 1,000 is what, $30? Right? 1,000 times 3%. Yo, oh, yep. I forgot a zero. $30. There we go. Had to double check my math. $30, man. No, that's not a lot of money per year, but that's over $2 per month, and that's only $1,000 per year. How much money could you actually save if you did start saving in a high yield savings account. So it doesn't always take money to make money. Most people believe that lie because they think they know how the wealthy think, but little do people know they don't know how wealthy people think because they don't even invest into themselves in order to be around wealthy people. Wealthy people create value as well. They create value so they can accelerate the money they make in a certain amount of time. You go to work for 8 hours and you know how much you're going to make at the end of your 2-week paycheck. But wealthy people create things in value, which removes the time factor. Because if you have an asset that pays you a certain amount of money, regardless of time, then you've removed time from the equation and you can make what other people make in 1 month and they have to work for a whole year. It's called a little bit of capitalism and wisdom, being around the right people, being in the right rooms. So, you are in the right place though, because I have invested tens and thousands of dollars in mentorships. I have friends that make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. And it's nothing but motivational. I'm not the type of person to look at people with money and be like, oh man, they should pay more in taxes. Like most of these whack ass people who make comments like that, because truth be told, the only people who usually say that are the people who are making less money. You can hate me or love me, but you definitely gonna hear the truth if you over here.
A lot of y'all not gonna like what I got to say, but I don't care because somebody need to hear it. Obviously everybody is stressed out about the government shutdown, right? But if you do not have any money in your savings and you are so concerned to the point where you ain't gonna have no money if you don't get paid on the 15th, I need you to go talk to a financial advisor. I need you to go get a budget written out for yourself, and you need to start saving money. Someone needs to help you get your finances in order, because there is no reason that you should be living check to check with no savings. And I'm not talking about normal civilians. I am talking about service members. There is no reason for you to be living check to check with no savings. You should have at least a paycheck put up in your savings at all times for emergencies, especially soldiers that live in the barracks.
She's being very courteous on this one. She said you should have at least a paycheck put away. She's also talking to people in the barracks, but I'm talking to the general, the working class. I don't believe you should just have a paycheck. I believe, because a paycheck is just half of a month, right? It's just half of a month. It's 2 weeks. I believe you should have 2 to 3 months worth of your expenses, living expenses, in your savings account. You say it's a lot of money? Okay, well, why are your living expenses so high? You say it's hard to save? Okay, so what are you spending on that you don't have to go with so you can build that up? You say the economy's terrible? Well, somebody's making the money. Somebody is. And if it's not you, you are in the wrong category for making money. You need to diversify how you make money. On top of that, it is wise to get a financial advisor, especially because most people don't know how to make financial plans. And furthermore, they don't even know how to stick to them. I believe in setting up systems, and over here, system stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, meaning things should be automated on how you divide the money you're already making so it can be put into your savings account, your fun account, which means that you go and you blow it on whatever, your debt payoff account, your expenses account that pay your monthly bills, and your investment account. At the end of the day, if you automate these things, you don't have to worry about, oh man, I gotta wait till the next time I get paid. Bro, you can only spend what's in each separate bank account that we just explained. And yeah, that sucks in the beginning because you're like, well, how in the world am I going to split my income in 5 different ways? But here's the truth. It's because you've lived above your means your whole life. So it seems impossible until you got to ask yourself the question, how can I downgrade my living? Now, the people who are going to apply that are the people who want to see a change in their life. I'm speaking from experience. I moved back in with my parents over a year ago in order to reset my finances. I don't know why I said finances like that, but I had to do what I had to do. I had to drop my ego. I had to go back to a 9 to 5. After making $5,000 to $7,000 a month online, I had to. I didn't have to, actually. I decided to, because I could have continued to struggle. But when life happened, my car broke down, my girl's car broke down, rent was due. That was over $6,000 in expenses. And I was living paycheck to paycheck, making money online. It was no way that I was going to be able to pay $6,000 cash. Mind you, I don't take out loans in that period. I didn't have no credit card. I was making money at a rapid pace. And so I wasn't worried about credit. I wasn't worried about leverage. I wasn't worried about, credit cards or anything like that. It was all cash. I paid everything all cash. The money wasn't there. So I had to humble myself. Most people don't have the courage to humble themselves. I believe it's wise to understand that you're going to have to humble yourself at a certain point in your life, or else life is. I got tired of being the person that life kept humbling. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel, especially if you stick to a plan, especially if you plan to make more money and you work to make more money and you put in the right steps for you to capitalize on making more money.